Well, you know, I think the proof's in the pudding. One of the jobs I'm most proud of in the Orange County Sheriff's Department was I was a tactical officer, not once, but twice, once as a deputy sheriff and once as a sergeant at our basic academy. For those of you who don't know about the Sheriff's Academy, it's an outstanding program, and it's based on the paramilitary organization of military basic training. And the TAC officer, or the TAC sergeant, is the equivalent of a drill sergeant. Now, let me tell you, when I was running for sheriff in 2006, I came from a background. When recruits came in the front door of that academy, we told them, look, if you lie, cheat, or steal, we're going to run you out of here. There is no place for you. And these folks, when they get in, when they show up with their briefcase and their haircut and their uniform, they're 1 out of 100 as it is. These are good people, the cream of the crop, just showing up. And I had the misfortune of having to sit down with young kids who made a mistake. They lied, they cheated on a test, whatever. We had to send these kids packing. And at the top of the organization, these people were running amok. Running amok. Now, you heard the incumbent sheriff talking about how she was retired, reading all this stuff in the paper. I didn't see her coming out of retirement to take on the boogeyman. With all due respect to Chief Hunter, I didn't see Chief Hunter showing up until the heavy lifting had been done. They were behind my skirt tails. I take my oath of office seriously, and I will fight for that department, and I will fight for you. And that's what the oath of office means to me. Thank you. We got to get down to brass tacks on this issue. This issue about pensions. You know, it is being hung around the union's neck right now as a political tool. But let's look at how this happened, folks. Remember my opening comments. We live in a county where we elect Republican Board of Supervisors time and time and time again. You can't blame a union for being a union, right? They're going to come in and ask for salaries and benefits. That's what they do. But they didn't have the authority to grant these raises to themselves. We had a sheriff and a Republican establishment who knew this was an unfunded program, even in good times. They couldn't pay for it. The sheriff gave $12 million from public safety money that first year to fund it. It was unconscionable. It was a breakdown in our system. Now we have people in our establishment grandstanding about how they're going to put an end to it, and they created this mess. If we had leaders who had their priorities straight, and my priorities will be the best interest of public safety, the best interest of the Sheriff's Department, and everything else based on priority and need. If we were looking at things properly, if we had leaders who understood what their duty was and didn't kowtow down to the unions for their own personal benefit, we wouldn't be in this mess. So it goes back to what I said before. Fundamentally, what do you want in a candidate? Find one that's going to look up for you. If I could just answer very quickly Chief Hunter's comments about me, I will say this. My position on illegal immigration has been public since 2005. I would be happy to forward it to you. And I will take Sheriff Joe Arpaio's arm around my shoulder as his endorsed candidate for sheriff over my opponent's discredit of me any day. So thank you very much. Thank you. This is personal for me, and it should be personal for you. If you see, if you reflect upon what's happened to our great county in the last 10 years, I don't know how you can't take it personally. If you reflect on what's happened at the federal level, at the state level, in politics in this country, I don't know how you can't take it personally. We're crippling our future, crippling it. We're ruining our future for our kids. This fundamentally isn't just about the sheriff's office. It's about electing people who have the vision and the Constitution to stand up and say no when it's time to say no, to put their own personal perks and benefits and $500,000 salaries in the back seat and get out front and work for us. That's what this race is about, folks, because we're not going to win this war against our broken and corrupt government that's eroding our constitutional rights by focusing on Washington, D.C. It's not going to happen. It's too big, it's too broad, it's too corrupt. And corruption wasn't just taking money like Mike Corona is. Corruption is turning your back on your oath, turning your back on your responsibility. We talked about things here today, the backroom deals that created this 3 at 50 mess. That was a backroom deal, folks. From our elected officials, they haven't been held accountable for it yet. And they're trying to blame it on the guys they gave the benefit to. It's unconscionable. The way our sheriff's appointment process was handled in 2008 was a backroom deal. I will guarantee you, if you consult your board of supervisors and find out who the people wanted appointed, you're looking at them. I will guarantee to you this: if you support me, like many, many have, we're going to have a great sheriff's department in no time at all. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate having been here tonight.